checking a few things. Alright, cool. So, welcome back, Dreamers, to Dead Cells. Haven't played this in a little while. Since the last time I played, I did beat 1BC mode. I actually haven't played it in a while even, so it should be interesting God, I don't even think I remember the controls for this. I'm going to do just a basic run first, just to kind of reacclimate myself to settings here. God, none of these are really great choices with those. Rapier, tree bow, root grenade, and the phaser. It's funny how quick it comes back to you. I haven't played this in probably a month-ish. And again, for a while there, this is like all I played, so but I lost that cell for a second. So we're gonna go for a pure brutality run here. Woo! Ah! Nope. Okay, so we're looking for 30 unimpeded kills here to start. So we can get that bonus, and ideally we'd like to finish the round in 2 minutes. I'm not going to be particular either about where we go for our destination. Oh, come on. Oh, God. Ranged, nope, traps. I'd like to get, we'll get rid of the, actually I'm just going to scratch those. No, I don't want the, so I don't think we're going to make the 2-minute run, but we're definitely trying to get hit. Woo! Almost screwed that up. There's our 30. Ooh, I was gonna say the lead. Ooh! What is it? Oh, it's a shield. Super money. I'm not going to need anything from over there, because I've gotten every blueprint possible from the standard run. I don't want to leave just yet, because I'm sure there's some more scrolls that I can pick up. I'd like to try to go for a 20 scroll run, too. Nope, not that. So this is the only path I already missed the 2-minute mark, so we're just gonna go for it. Ooh, treasure. Ooh, explosive crossbow. That I will definitely take over the electric bow. Oh, I go with the boom boom bow. Boom. Might actually get a perfect run out of this first part. I think I got every. Oh, missed. There's nothing over there to look at though. It looks like. Let's go to. Ah, hell! Let's go to the sewers. I haven't gone there in a while. I hope everyone's having an excellent evening this evening as well. 4th of July. I know a lot of people are out celebrating. Nothing like celebrating the birth of your nation by blowing up a small piece of it. Let's add more scrap in the cupboard, so I have 1 gold. I don't think he has any. I can invest in Joe, but that's fine. Nothing really worth pouring money into, and we're going to go with. Let's do initiative to start with. I don't really have a combo weapon right now. Did my Trovo work? Yeah, it's working. Sweet. I wasn't sure. I don't want to hear myself talk about it. I hit the wrong buttons. Technology's great when it works. Ooh, when it works. Let's mute myself. Go. See, the thing I hate about the sewers, though, is there's one thing, there's a lot of hidden enemies like that. The other thing is these stupid toxic pools. If you're not careful, it's very easy to just dip your toe in just enough where you get poisoned, and then your kill streak runs get ruined in a big way very freaking quickly. So, like, you'll notice when I was doing my speed run in that last, in the opening area there, I was doing a lot of, like, ground pounds and stuff to help myself move faster throughout the area. You cannot do that here. Like, unless you see where the hell you're going, you do not want to do anything like this. You're going to end up screwing yourself over! Oh my god! Okay, so for this one, if I want to get the bonus at the end of this, I need to get 60 kills unimpeded, or undamaged. So glad I have the wall grab ability that helps. Nothing over there with either. Nice. Okay, so we're halfway there already. We're at 31. Oh god! Oh, just force of habit. I did the drop. I did the drop. I screwed myself. There we go. Oh no no. See, the thing about this game is that it almost demands perfection if you want to get the most out of it. No. No, no. So, I mean, you can take a few hits, that's not a problem, but if you really want to get the bonuses and everything, you absolutely need to pay attention to where you're at, what you're doing. Isn't this the... Oh, I thought this was the one that had the hole in the wall that you can explore through. What's in the wall right here? I'm assuming that's a torch, but we can't... That guy's still there after all this time. Uh-oh. Now I know they're changing crossbows. Shit! God dang it! Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, dang it. Oh, see, this is why I need to knock off a little bit of ring rust here before I try to actually do a 2CP run. Oh, and that's exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about. Oh. Do as I say, not as I do. Alright, well, I don't think it's possible to get 60 anymore on this level. So that was money. the ancient sewer. Not gonna. Ooh, money. I'm not gonna go to the ancient sewers though. What? Get. Oh my god. Seriously. Why is this happening? Oh my god, that was annoying. Yeah, it usually takes a while. The update to the crossbows and everything actually isn't live yet on PS4. It just went live on Steam! I don't think, nope, that didn't screw up my run. But it doesn't matter, I already freaking got dinged, so it's not gonna... Ah! Oh god, I freaking hate these stupid squares. So I have had, at one point, an absolutely perfect, uninjured until the absolute final boss run in this game. But that was, like I said, back when I was playing this pretty much every day, at least, like, even on my breaks, I would do remote play, sign in, and, like, just get a little bit of time done with it. Because I was enjoying it that much, and I still do enjoy it. Ooh. Yeah! Oh no, that's Valmont's whip. I think I'd rather have the infantry grenade. That being said... Oh, biters! Where'd I get the biters from? I must have gotten those from the grenade. I wasn't even looking at the builds. Trap! Taking that. Love that one. I've used that many a time against some of the bosses to get my, I was gonna say fruitless, but damageless runs. Catch! Oh god, I threw it at myself. This, like I said, this crossbow kicks all kinds of ass. The charge time is ridiculous. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna feel about them turning that crossbows into a two-handed weapon. Oh, the corrupted prison. Okay, hold on. Where did I not explore? Ooh, I missed a big chunk. Okay. So let's back up a wee little bit here. Yeah, I probably could have teleported, but I kind of want to get used to my techniques that I used to have for moving through these areas quickly. Shield, not even gonna happen. Okay, so I got Explorer's Instinct. Definitely worth going down. Ooh, wait, there's a shop over here. Alright, here I'm going to teleport because that's a little more distant than I planned on going. Ooh, range weapon. Damn. Not what I wanted, though. So what I'm actually looking for is the electric whip. That's my favorite crowd control weapon because, I mean, you swing it once, you can hit the 3 enemies at once with it as long as they're close enough to each other. There's no real damage fall off either, so it's pretty nice. And it also, because it's a whip as well, it actually bypasses shields. Oh god, I hit the wrong button. Maybe I don't know how many more enemies there are. I was gonna say maybe there's a possibility for me getting that 16 run, and not even gonna happen. Nope. Nope. No chance. Okay, so we can go to the corrupted prison, the ancient sewer, or the rampart. You know what? Let's go to the corrupted prison. Why not? It's been a while since I did something remarkably stupid, and I can't get this anyway, so I might as well... Ooh. It's actually an elite version. I've never had luck. I've never had much success. So, forget it! Alright, so let's go back up here to the corrupted prison. Go through there. If I remember, the corrupted prison is where I can take on... big old bonehead. I didn't get my 60. I got 37 cells though. Got literally nothing else to say about the floor, so I still haven't really gotten any weapons that I can use. Alright, let's go with combo. Like I said, I hope everyone out there tonight is having a good and safe 4th of July, no matter where you're at. Ooh. Am I ballsy enough, my first time back playing this in how long, to do a cursed chest? Yes, I am. So, for those not in the know, a cursed chest means that for the next... I have to kill 10 enemies without getting hit once. If I get hit once, I die. That's it. GG. Ooh. Yep, we're going to take that. I'm actually going to replace the wolf trap. I love that one, but I don't need to ground blade. What the freaking Christ is that? What are you? I have never seen that thing before. Ever. That's... oh, God damn. I have never seen that thing before. You know what? Screw it. Let's go for the tubes boss stem. Because that last run went so well, but then again, I had absolute jank. I still have my starter weapon, too, which is bad. But alright, so let's see. Let's visit. So the Scorpion has something he can drop for me. Please have something good I can use. Giant killer. Not my first choice for a weapon here, but you know what? It does extra damage to bosses, so wait, is this thing poisoning them with every strike? Yeah, that's the other thing. Dodging is a huge freaking deal in the boss stem runs! I forgot you guys are fucking everywhere now! Balance Blade. Damage increase up 1% when we strike repeatedly, inflicts critical hits. You know what? I'm actually going to equip that as my primary, and we're going to put this as the secondary, just because I need something that's going to hit a little bit faster. Enemies in the boss cell 2 in the first round. I want to say that there are? Question mark? Okay, I need to actually grab this. What am I going to get rid of? Let's get rid of the shock. So what I just picked up is a blueprint extractor. So that enemy that I saw in the mirror there, if I see that thing, I can hurl this blueprint extractor at it. It turns it into an elite type. Yeah, there's an invisible. Oh my god, you are fast for a big guy! God damn it! You're not helping things down here either. Okay, so I'm at 3 now. I'm probably not going to get my, oh, crap. Catch! I'm probably not going to get my, my 30 kill streak on this. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I love having the biters because I can toss those down somewhere and have them just absolutely annihilate a group. So, like, case in point, these things can't normally reach me over here. But I can just keep hurling biters over there. Let them go to town. And the cooldown on it's so freaking low that I can just hurl them repeatedly. Yeah, it's kind of cheap, but still this game sometimes, so... Are you freaking kidding me? I tried to get I got ballsy. I got stupid. I got stupid is what it is. I got dumb. I am dumb. Come on, get a little closer. Oh boy. I'm getting stupid. I'm getting confident because I've got an item that I like, and I'm getting stupid. The Giant. That's Big Bone Daddy's name again. I couldn't remember. Get him. I know this is scintillating television. Oh, you God, I hate you so much! Those stupid beams that can go... I lost 20 cents right off the bat. Those stupid beams that can go through the frickin' walls, through the floor. I didn't even see he was down there. Ugh. Can I please get my friggin' electric whip? I don't even care what else is. Well, I can either go with Belmont's whip or let's see this one. I've never been that good with the tentacle, but we'll give her a shot and see how it goes this time. God, I'm going all purple for this. I'm going all technique for this one, apparently. That was not what I wanted to do. Whoa, wait. God dang, no! I'm gonna die on the first part of the level! No! Ah! Oh, you like my magic, huh? I know I saw something over here. You know what? No, I lost a chunk of money doing that last time. I do not need a smoke bomb. I'm still gonna go brutality. 3 out of the 4 of these can still benefit from that. So. Nope. I can't remember if that invisible guy will follow me or not. Ah! Catch. Ooh, I could combine that with my my little tractor beam thing too. Try that next time. It's too close. Can't use it. Ranged. Ooh, the boy's axe. That's a pretty good one. That's 5,400 though. You know what? It's still better than the damn tentacles. I'm gonna grab that. Oh god, I fucked up! I fucked up! is not going well. I probably should have done another just regular run first, but what's the fun in not? Nope, not going in there. Couldn't pay me in youth. Another shop to the right here. I'm gonna see what he's got. Oh, treasure chest for better. Or the magnetic ring is not as helpful as you would think. Let's go this way now. Catch! Oh my god. Well, that's the door. God, there's two of these guys up here. Ah! I'm totally just gonna cheat and tether myself to it from distance. This takes me to the toxic sewers, which I'm definitely not going to on a freaking 2CP run. Or 2BC run. So there's only two other areas I haven't explored. Yeah, no one. Whoops-a-daisy! Ah! I fucking hate that guy! Oh, what fresh hell. Nope. Not a fan of that one. Yeah, I don't think so. Nope, not getting the kunai. God, this isn't doing much! I didn't even see the invisible guy there. See, the reason I like the boy's axe is that it actually has the secondary ability of root, so anything I stick it in, or at least most things I stick it in, actually get rooted in place. Until I call the axe back. Oh, am I gonna come up 2 enemies short? Please tell me there's 2 more things I can kill. Are you kidding? Oh, that's terrible. Is it? Did I really miss it by 2? Hold on, I'm gonna be stupid. I have a terminal case of the dumb. Tom's. Oh, this is the mushroom guy. Let me just get some money. Ooh, and a new bow, which I'm not gonna take because I like my little flamethrower powers. They're probably not going to hold up over time, but, you know. I'm not spending the money to level that up again. Yeah, let's go to the Promenade of the Condemned. I feel like that's the safer path forward right now. Yeah, I didn't get either of them. Boo friggin' who. Alright, well I can dress like a ninja next time at least. I wish the outfits actually had some kind of effect. 22,000 just to upgrade that thing, god damn. I'm not blowing that much money. We are going to take initiative for our first ability. Damn it, the thing's broken so I don't even get a free heal. Time was, you could still hear the occasional bird singing outside. Now there's nothing but the call of the crow. And nope, nothing hidden up there. find the... Yep. Now I can kill the things over here. Teleporting pain in the ass. I missed him. No, no, he blows up. No! Y'all give me palpitations! I don't like when they fall. I don't know if I'm gonna even need the gardener's keys, but the hell it's there. Might as well grab it. Wait a minute! Hey, none of that. So far, so good. Oh god. Once again, I need to stop just leaping before I look. No, you don't. Oh crap, there's a protection guy. These guys don't freaking teleport to chase me. Well, that would be buying Kai. Wait, what? I saw a flicker. What's a shop? I came down here for a shop? Weak. The only thing I'm really interested in buying from any of the shops right now, and that's another reason I'm saving out my money, is to get that electric whip. Suck. I know I'm not like using my flame powers, but that's... Oh god, no, 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 no! I got a little ballsier than I would have liked to have. There! Oh god, get away! Ninja pain in the ass. No, you don't! You just stay put there until the blades chew you up, thank you. Isn't there another one of those teleporting guys over here somewhere? I could have sworn! Ooh, thank you. Yes, yes, more power, please. So there's another shop down there. Oh, God. I hate these stupid jungle gym ones! I'm trying to... You know what? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it right now. I am 11 kills from getting the bonus for this level. God. I feel like their spikes a little too much in this game. That's 8. Follow me over here. Come on. Oh. Oh god, there's 2. Oh god, there's 2. Why is there 2? Oh, Jesus, tap dancing Christ on the crutch. Stupid. God, come on. Now you're gonna frickin' teleport after me. I didn't even get... I wanted to throw him on that stupid dummy! God damn it! Oh, this game is so fucking brutal when it wants to be. This game is like... Sometimes I seriously think this game is like Dark Souls meets Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Like, that's how just absolutely punishing this thing can be sometimes. Might as well just backtrack and go down that other frickin' pit now. I've got 0 shot at getting the damn bonus. Ironically, apparently I would have been better off coming this way anyways. If he sells that frickin' weapon, nope. I was gonna say I'm gonna be very upset if I could have gotten the weapon I wanted. Oh, damn. Whoa, hey, simmer down here. Keep forgetting that you have to be within range of this stupid trap. Well, there's one exit. Not quite ready to leave. Man, those guys can soak up some damage. You on night screen. God, another one of these stupid things! I don't even think I've come across where I would be using the gardener's keys yet. I haven't. There's a tower that I can use them on to get a weapon. Hopefully a weapon. Oh god! Yeah! And that would be that one right there. Already got the elite version of that. Regular. Oh, the door's already open. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Because it's been so long since I played this. I forgot that since I beat this before. Not 2BC, but since I beat this level before. I don't need the keys anymore for that, but once I get to 3BC, there is actually a use for the keys outside of this level. And let's level that up. No, you don't. God, another one of these stupid invincibility things. You guys just freaking not. It's kind of weird, like, while I'm playing this, every so often I get into a zone where, like, my hands basically do my hands just kind of do what they want to do. And typically it gets me out of an absolute shit show. Hell of a way to make an entrance. Ooh, nice. Better than a sharp stick in the eye. Okay, so Explorer's Instinct, so there's an exit there. There's... Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna go down here. I'm sure there's a teleporter. Yep, so we're gonna go back up here. I want that trap. We're gonna do that instead of that. Reason being is that this is actually an at distance trap. They freaking destroyed them both already, you dicks. Ah, God, they both teleport! I forgot! Son of a bitch! Oh, that could have gone better. Screw it, let's just get killed. Oh! Damn it! Yeah, this 2BC run thing ain't going well. Fuck. Or the dogs, the rats, and just below them, the prisoners. I feel like that's from a movie. I don't know if it's Shawshank or what, but I remember hearing that somewhere before. Shovel, shovel, giant killer, or pike. Ooh, the alchemic carbine. Another way of using it. Is this the? Yep, this is the black hole generator. Whoa, hey, big boy! Settle down there, can't cheat. Alright, already got 6 kills. It's a good start. It's a good start. What was that? Oh, hell yes. No, you don't. Oh, God! Oh, screw me. Fuck! Really? Really? God, this game can be absolutely fucking triggering. Where's the stupid door? Oh, it's up here. Quite well. Thank you, Booger Monster. Come on. I am not doing well with this tonight. Jesus Christ. No! Stupid Invisibitch ninja! Oh God, I'm having flashbacks when I used to play Halo. Oh God. No! Get him, Booger Monster! Please be the electric. Please be the electric. Why? The flawless. Yeah, that's a weapon that's gonna do me a lot of good in this one. Assassin's Dagger. Wait. Yeah. Seriously, dude, you need to chill out? Grab that. Crap! I just saw what was over there. Ah! Oh, yes. Nope, nope. I'm not fucking with you. starting to get the flow with this weapon. So, yep, we're gonna do the explosive instead of the carbine. I like the carbine because of the area of effect that it leaves behind, but I would rather have the explosive. Crossbows used more than a few times. Woo! That I like the stun aspect of it. No. Oh god, no, 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 no! Is that my first level? No, it's my third. Jesus. There's a Promenade of Condemned. I am not ready to leave yet because I know there's more. I'm too late to get from that. Not even a little bit. Two enemies away from getting the bonus. Which actually, now I'm thinking, I think I was 2 away last time. Oh god, there's no more enemies, are there? Is it really possible that twice in a row I would be 2 away? Seriously? God. Alright. Well, Promenade of the Condemned went so well last time. The thing is, the other way is where those goddamn mushrooms from hell are. And I don't want to mess with them tonight. I don't think so. Oh man, I meant to change my outfit. Bummer. Nope, nothing I want to spend money on. We're gonna go with initiative again. Just gotta watch out for those freaking teleporting ninjas. So far, no, whoa, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. I was gonna say, so far, no, protecting totems, or whatever the hell they're called. It's not! I really need to replace the killer. No, you don't! Wait! Yeah. Questioning the wisdom of having the explosive crossbow too right now. No, you don't. That's hey, you know what? I'm gonna call that skill and not just totally dumb luck that I happened to get him caught. I was watching the booger kill the other thing. Money? Did I keep that? Oh, come on! I was just saying, hey! None of these haven't seen one of these things yet. That's good news. That's bad news. Come on! I really need that black hole. Oh, Jesus Christ! Leave me alone! Oh, I hate that freaking guy. Oh god, there's another one. Oh god, come on! Okay, so now I'm at 30 for the round. I need another 29. I probably shouldn't be going in this gate door. Ooh, oh, oh. Traps, I need a freaking ranged weapon. Oh. Filthkin. The Warja, ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna take that just because it's a little bit faster firing weapon. Caveat, of course, is that I'm gonna take this instead of the Death Orb. Death Orb was nice, but this actually has some bonus effects that I would have been great. Keeping my Pokemon. Oh, hey! Woo! Thought I was gonna catch it. What the hell is that? Oh, my javelin! I forgot I gotta pick up the javelin after I use it. Oh, come on! Because there, just like there, if I can connect with that thing and drive somebody into the wall with it, it does bonus damage. Woo! Three, come on, come on. Come on, I need this as a pick-me-up. Come on. 55. 6. There we go, 57. Oh, why? Why did it have to be one of these things? Is there like a lower level I haven't explored yet? I hate going through the jungle gym of death. Oh, why? Oh, ah! Ooh, yes. We're getting rid of that other frickin' weapon. So the thing I like about this one is that it's a momentum-based weapon, and what I mean by that will be evident as soon as I can find somebody to attempt it. The very first time I actually ever beat the game, I had this weapon. What I mean by momentum-based is I can sit here and just drill this frickin' attack button and just bolt across the frickin' level! And if I make contact with an enemy going through them with an attack, oh, watch me get the frickin'... I was gonna say, if that effing whip shows up after I get this, I'm gonna be rather upset. Come on, now I saw more down here. Until he runs underneath, and then love it. Then we're gonna double team here. Here we go. Love it when a plan comes together. Wait a minute. Ooh. So when you see a big orb like that, oh, it's a shield. God, why is it always a shield? You'll see enemies that have that that shield above their heads. That means that they are protectors of the loot that is inside that chamber. So, you see, I don't use shields. Now, the things that are in there are guaranteed to be extremely high-level items, and they're almost always colorless, if not always colorless. Colorless means that whatever whatever attribute you currently have as your highest, so like brutality, technique, I can't remember what the third one is. That is what it gets its stat boosts from. In the actual fucking... I got 7 this time. Cause we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up. Wait, did I miss something? Did I just not go far enough to the right up there, or was there actually another hallway? Oh, piss off. No, I just didn't go far enough. So now I might as well just take the elevator. Now I did just see that the Beheaded has been added, which is the guy I'm playing as here. He was just added as a character into another game, and actually they just announced that this game is sold over 3 million copies, which well frickin' deserved. I mean, this game is phenomenal. Oh god, please don't. Like, honest to God, the only, like... Oh, what in the actual... Fuck! What? What the hell hit me? Honestly, what the fuck hit me? Did that guy's teleport do damage? That's so dumb! Oh, God, I hate it. Oh, fuck. What I was gonna say is the only thing I can take away from this game is the fact that updates to the console versions are very slow. It's kind of like Risk of Rain 2 in that aspect. Like, I absolutely love Risk of Rain 2. I love Risk of Rain 2. But that game has a freaking update problem too, because it takes freaking ever. Like, they put out the artifact update for it. That's not. They put out the artifact update for Risk of Rain 2 something like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, or something like that for PC, and we just got it on consoles 2 weeks ago, something like that. Now I don't know if that's up to the dev, or if that's, if that lies at the feet of the dev team. I don't know if that lies at the feet of Sony and Microsoft, but I'm really hoping. I was talking about this with a friend of mine the other day. I really want this next generation to... I really want this next generation to... they're talking about, oh, these are just like PCs now. They'll be as powerful as PCs. Do everything a PC can do. Okay, prove it. Make it so that companies can put out updates hella faster. And yes, that's right, I'm an almost middle-aged white guy who just said hella. You know what? That's not that much money, and I'm gonna use this one for a while, so victims freeze nearby the enemies when they die. And... no, I can't do a speed up, because I can't reliably get kills with this weapon. Once some poor sod tried to escape over the ramparts. He died of exhaustion during the climb, so the gods left his body on the wall to make sure everyone got the message. Hell is matches. What did it say on it's either SNL or Mad TV? Well, isn't that just love? And what I'm doing there is I'm actually detaching my head as a scout. what you gonna do? Huh? 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 Yeah, I thought so. Oh, fuck. I know there's at least a few enemies that you can't do this to. But if I can be a cheap ass... I'm pissed. Oh god, that's right, these guys actually suck. Bulls. Is there something? Oh god, no! Fuck! Every time I die, I just feel like a sharp pain in my taint. God, this sucks. Can I please get the whip? Oh god, can I just... I just want the whip to start! I saw somebody say before that it's literally impossible to do a run at 2BC or higher without using the shield. And I plan to prove them wrong, because I suck with the shields. So I don't really have a choice. God, what? What the actual fuck? Well, I'm already at less than half health. Come on with fire! Oh god. I'm gonna die in the first round here. I'm not even kidding. I have an absolute terrible frickin'... I have a terrible frickin' opening weapon. Salvo! Ooh, nice. Nope! These guys are some of the freaking worst, just biggest pain in the ass enemies. Like seriously, who on the dev team thought it's a good idea to have an enemy? Actually, there's more than a few too. That can just they can hit you from anywhere. Their attacks go through the map. You know, granted the range isn't that long on him, but they can attack in any freaking direction. I can be directly below him and he can hit me with this stupid thing. Yeah, let's see how you like bloody snot there. Oh god. Ah, you haven't charged up! Crap. No. I'm thinking about I might just get myself killed here because this is a shit. Blow it out. Ooh. Now, I haven't used these in a while. I'm not sure what my timing's going to be like. And literally every other piece of equipment I just picked up is garbage. These let you hit hard and fast. And that's my playstyle, baby. Oh, yep, taking that. Getting rid of that. Why are you not wall jumping? So the thing I love about these is that if you land 3 hits, the third one's guaranteed to be a crit. Because you get a speed boost, that helps too. Oh god, come on. know I don't have any fire weapons right now, so I can't really take advantage of the oh god of the oil slick I just made. But we're just gonna pretend that I do, so I can see like throwing that other grenade was a good idea. God damn it! You giant bitch! God damn it! I hate these stupid stove oven. What? Oh my god, there was an in this picture. In case you guys are wondering why I never played Bloodborne on stream, it's because I don't handle rage games well. I need a frickin' whip or something. I suck with most whips, but I need some type of whip weapon if I'm going to be able to do a damn thing. Can I please just get a whip to start with? Well, I got a few choices here. I don't remember what this one is. I think this is Valmont's whip, or Valmont's whip. Valmont. They don't want to get sued. Alright. So this one also bypasses shield. But the thing about this one that I don't like is that you only get a critical hit if the tip hits. God damn it. So, the whole time I'm using this one, I have to play a game with just the two. It's gonna be a mighty bitch when you got a run and gun! Okay. Whoa! Don't. Fuck you! God damn it, you wizard piece of shit! Yeah, as you can see, the damage on this thing is garbage unless you're hitting the frickin' tip of it. One exit. How did I miss fucking scroll right there? You can see it. Oh god. No! You son of a bitch! Just fucking kill me. Okay, big boy? Just. I'm not gonna have Snowball's chance in hell unless I have that thing. This is the worst weapon in the game to me. Slow attack. Yeah, it's high damage, but it's a two-friggin-handed weapon. I can't get behind using those. I just can't. I've tried. I know they're high damage, and I know a lot of people have a lot of success with them. I can't do it. I cannot do it, Captain. I don't have the power. Oh, good. Just kill me. Go ahead. GG. Oh, man. I am not having good luck tonight with this. Okay, come on. I have 4 shots right off the bat here to get that weapon. Tentacle, blood sword. The only reason I picked this one is because... Actually, I'm going to switch combo the oil grenade with the torch. Torch is also an elite level. Plus I have the spear of... I'm just gonna call it the Spear of the Almighty. I can't remember off the top of my head. War Spear, I think. We do this, that, and then that. Burn, baby, burn. Whoa, hey! Settle down. Woo! Oh, Jesus! No, no, no! No! God, you giant douche. I hate, like, just... It's so temperamental. Like, you either have everything you need at the beginning, or you have nothing that's going to work for you. Yeah, I still see you. Come on. Electric Whip. Come on. Give it to me. The shield. Yeah, I'm just going to take the next exit I find, so at least I can get the Oh, and as soon as I say that, I find the one frickin' doorway that needs to be secure. Toxin's yours. Just take it. I'm gonna combo these so that once I find a better primary weapon, I can still get that fire combo. Excuse me. So we got 33 cells, not bad for a quick run through there. I hate that they don't heal you between the rooms anymore. Like, once you get to 1 BC, it's... Maybe it's there, but 2 BC, I think you only get 1 refill on your healing. Truth be told, I don't even remember how to do that. Oh, hell no. No! Are you... Oh god, I thought he died. Oh. Just whack me. Just... I haven't been able to get past the second fucking level. God. I know it's just very hard, but I feel like this is like very, very hard at least. This is a pain in the ass. No wait. That's not the Valmont whip I just had. Ooh, this is a choice. I might actually go with these shrapnel axes. I've done okay for myself with shrapnel axes before. It's been a while since I used them. The thing I like about them is that they do have a projectile along with the melee. Bitch! The power! I don't even know how to use this right. Oh god, my boost is already gone. Okay, I just need to like not engage with those guys. Like, just stay the hell away from them. And as soon as I say that, I'm gonna YOLO it. No power! Oh god. I thought I could get higher with that. Oh god, son of a bitch, I hate shields. That's why I like whips. Non-renewal shields. Oh Jesus. Wait, hey, whoa. Infinite power! Oh, that's right, it hurts me after a while. This is so dumb. Nope! Coming down. Infinite power! Okay. Ranged. Nope. I could go for the boy's axe again, but just gonna super shot. Oh. No. Oh, God! Power! Thank God, like, me damaging myself with that doesn't cost me my frickin' run. Oh God, this will, though. This will. Ah! Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the tonic, because you have to frickin' refill that at the health center, and there's no health centers. Electric whip. Friggin' fly. I feel like every time I see that thing in a BC run, it's just like taunting me. It's like, hey, you wanna more power? Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Don't do it. Alright. So where did I not go? A few places. Oh, Jesus. And, seriously, a wooden shield can fly. I'm gonna call bullshit on that. Semi-infinite power, apparently! Or what is it Genie says? In the follow-up Aladdin movies. Semi-infinite, nearly cosmic power! Oh God, no! Oh God, I thought that would kill him. No! No. Hey. Come on, Fumblefinger, stop doing it. Here we go. Yeah. Did I just see an invis bitch? Yep. Oh God, no! No, Mr. Kunai. Oh God, please tell me there's one enemy. There's one guy left I haven't killed. Two. There's two guys left. Okay, so we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna cross our fingers that it's not some nightmare frickin' pain in the ass guy. And we're gonna cheating. We did it, guys! We got 30! Alright, let's go to the Promenade of the Condemned again, because that's been going so well for us, you know. You know what? Screw it. Let's go to Mushroom Hell. Can't remember the name of the actual freaking level. The atrium, the dilapidated arboretum. Vati, how you doing? I don't know how long you've been there, man. I'm got my head up my ass tonight. Platformer? Yep, so it's like Dark Souls meets Castlevania Symphony of the Night, basically. Which is every bit as nightmarish as it sounds. Glad to hear it. Hope you're having a good 4th. I really don't want to spend any money to reforge any of these. We're going to go for the initiative bonus to start with. And of course I don't have any healing available to me. Yeah, we launched fireworks. Nice! Yeah, usually we go to my in-laws to do that, but this year we never got it lined up. And, I mean, there's been some other stuff going on too, so. Oh my God! He just fastball special me! Oh, I hate these frickin' mushrooms. Oh God, no! We don't get cheap Florida fireworks. Cheap Florida fireworks. Where are you from? Dang it! I just want the freaking electric whip. Oh God, these guys are here too. No! Ah! You just lost myself with the spikes. Nope, nope. I'm dead. I'm gonna die here. Ah! Go to Alabama and get the real ones. Nice. Yep, like I was saying earlier, nothing like celebrating the birth of your country by blowing up a small piece of it. I'm from Florida. The Panhandle. All right. I have relatives all up and down the South. West Virginia, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida. Rapier. Not a big fan of a lot of the other stuff here, but I definitely start out with that rapier. Now, see, the last time I was in Florida was 6 years ago. Right around there. We went to Disney World with my my oldest daughter. And my wife was, I want to say 6 months pregnant. I dropped into a bad situation there. Oh God, nope, 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 I'm fucking up. Anyways, we went down there in August, which, you know, if you're from Florida, you know, not the best time to be vacationing down there. It's a little warm, especially for us up northers. But, yeah, it hit like 118 degrees one day with the heat index, and my wife, like I said, was just she was a little pregnant at the time, but just enough that like we got on the ferry to get over to Disney World pretty early that morning. Like it was literally the first boat out, and she passed out by the time we even made landfall. That's how ridiculously warm it was, so humidity don't help. Nope. There we go. Yeah, it's actually been pretty freaking humid all the way up here, the last little bit anyways. Like today it actually hit, I want to say that it hit 106 today, which is definitely hot enough. Nope, that ain't it. Usually they have a table or something set up out here where we item our food on, but not this time. just let my little critters do the work here. We're already at 23. We need 30 for the... no! I was not paying attention. Stupid fall-away floor. It's a little easier when I have a weapon to start with that I can actually use that I'm used to. I almost fucked up really bad right there. Come on, charge me. Charge me, dude. Come on. Oh my god, I'm not paying attention again. Frick! That way. There we go. Wait for him to get underneath. Got him. Uh-oh. I need 3 more to get the first one. Oh god, no! Frick! My dick! I am not having good luck in this game tonight. Maybe I should have played Destiny. I thought I'd probably have better. I just haven't played this game in a good while. You know, at least a month or so, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play it again. Get my ass whipped. Yeah, I actually have I have 2 brothers that live down in Georgia that I haven't seen in 34. Oh wait, I'm 36. Yep, I'm officially old. I can't even remember how old I really am. That's the sign. That is the sign that I'm too goddamn old. Don't kill me. But peaches. You know, I don't eat fruit. So I don't eat any kind of fruit. About the closest I get is the occasional glass of orange juice, and I've been told that doesn't count either, at least according to my doctor. So, piss off. Nope, I am almost entirely carnivorous. I eat bread. That's gonna go for him. What's down here? Oh, this is gonna take me back to the dilapidated arboretum. Oh, thank you. So where have I not explored yet? It's basically I highly doubt I'm gonna run into 12 more enemies, but one can. Oh, my pretties, do my bidding. Thank you. Nope. Ran into a few more. Not enough. Oh, what the? He's invisible. Haha! He's invisible and I didn't see him. Atlanta, I think it has a lot of streets that have peach in the name. I think you're right, actually. Well, I mean, it's the state fruit or vegetable or whatever the freaking hell they want to call it. Oh! Hey! Oh, you ginormous piss stain. Ugh. Oh, crap. Send a message to the wifey. God, I didn't get either of the bonuses again. I don't think I've gotten the bonus. I got the bonus one time so far in, like, I think this is my 6th run. I'd never want to invest money in the first weapons I pick up in the first round because it's just not, it's not worth it. They're outweighed by the time I get to the next checkpoint. Or they're outpowered. Plus, if I run into a shop, oh god! If I run into a shop that actually has the electric whip that I want to use, Get him, critters! There we go. Ah! But yeah, I played some more Minecraft on Wednesday. Got my first diamonds. Was pretty proud of myself for finding those. And then I was stupid and accidentally built a jukebox with one of them. So I didn't have enough for a diamond pickaxe. My bad. Also ran my first mob. That was unpleasant. Understanding Minecraft more, at least I'm getting along there. Helps when I have 2 professional tutors that live in my house. One's 5, one's 13. But no, they actually haven't been telling me that much. The big thing was just really kind of dinking around more. I did figure out a bit just kind of playing around. Like, I realized that, you know, in order to mine things like diamond, you need, like, the next level up, or the next level, like, below in quality, like, pickaxe kind of thing. Still haven't figured out what experience is for, because I don't feel like my attacks are any stronger after I gain a level. But, and that's just the JRPG, or that's the RPG fan in me just thinking that, oh, I leveled up, I should be able to do more and have more power, and like my attacks will do more damage and I'll be faster and stuff like. It don't work that way in Minecraft, so but you know, I kind of dug out a little bit, another tunnel out. But yeah, I'm understanding it a little more, just little by little. But I've only played it twice now, both times on stream. So I thought about playing that again tonight, and then I was like, you know what, I need to play this game again because I haven't played it in so long, and I absolutely love it. And it was actually just in the news, gamer news, mind. But come on, dudes, give me my freaking whip. That it just sold its 3 millionth copy, and that there was another update that just came out for it on PC called the Update of Plenty. Where they did some more balancing, and one of the things they did actually is they made this run that I'm doing the why is this not working? The 2BC run, which every time you beat the game. Every time you beat the game, it actually gives you what's called a boss cell, so you can rerun the game through. But the enemies are harder, the levels are laid out differently, the enemies that appear in the levels are different. It introduces new enemies, so yeah, it totally changes the experience of the game, which I like because it gives it a lot more replayability too. No. Get him! No, get him! My stop balloon went away! I didn't mean to crash to the floor! Get him down! But I'm on a 2BC run right now, and holy hell is this a different experience. I have yet to get past the second area, which is like this one. I mean, I have 3 different second areas I can pick from, and I've yet to pass any of them so far. I can make a 1BC run without really many problems, but holy hell is a 2BC run, no joke. But one of the things they did actually in the Update of Plenty is they kind of flattened the difficulty curve a little more, because like so the graphic they showed when they were explaining this was like, the way that they want it to be is just a flat slope up on difficulty. The way it is right now is like it's just ridiculously, insanely huge difficulty spikes just from like one boss cell to the next. And they said, you know, they had a lot of people that, you know, were talking about they love the game, but they couldn't do anything past a certain area because it was so ridiculously difficult. Yeah, balancing. That's the word. But and I realized that I hadn't really tried 2BC yet, so I was like, you know what? I want to give that a shot. See if it's really as bad as everybody says. And holy mother of God, is it a pain in the ass? Please whip. Please whip. I'll spend a little bit of money to refresh it and see if I get it. Damn it. I really want that electric whip because every great run I've had in this game, I've used that weapon. And it's not that it's OP, it's just the way that I play these... the way that I play these types of games, like even Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I love having a weapon that lets me just stick and move. And gambling 101 equals you lose. Yep, that's pretty much the rule. Oh god, these guys are gonna... Ah! Teleport! No. I hate teleporting bitches. Get away from me. And that electric whip, like if you get it at if you get lucky enough to where it has the perk where it can stun when you kill an enemy, like surrounding enemies are also stunned. Because that can attack multiple enemies at once, you can just basically get a big group of enemies together. Kind of herd them together, kind of kite them a little bit even. And you can just basically start waylaying on them, just whipping the hell out of them, and because it hits all of them, as soon as one of them dies, the rest of them will get stunned, and it's just keep hitting them, keep hitting them, keep hitting them. That's another thing too that I love about this game and the developers is that, like, for example, that electric whip I keep talking about. You know, there's like the pool of water that enemy's in down there. If I were to attack him while he's in that pool, he would actually take additional damage and be basically perma-stunned as long as I kept attacking. Because he was in the water would actually conduct the damage and it would deal additional damage. So like they pay a ridiculous amount of attention to just the finer details in this game, and I love that. 5. That's right, 5 cells, I'll take it. Some depths. Oh god, no, not you. Get away. Burn, baby, burn! Yeah, so it's just, like I said, it's something that I just really love about this game, too, is just the attention to detail. And you can tell that this game is just a love letter to those types of games, like the Metroidvania-style games, but they definitely put their own spin on it by making it so freaking difficult sometimes! Like, I just, I got bloodstained... Ah! Like, right when it came out, because it's literally made by Iga, the guy who made friggin' Symphony of the Night. Like, there was no way in hell I was passing up that game! Holy shit. But, you know, I beat it fairly quickly, and the New Game Plus feature on it was fun, but it wasn't enough to really kind of capture my attention, because it was still the same game. You know, I wasn't gathering anything new. I wasn't doing anything new with it, and the slight difficulty jump on it wasn't enough to really kind of, this is bullshit. You know what? That's just another exit. I'm not going to worry about going that way, but it's good when devs care about their games. Absolutely, fine details can definitely make or break it. Yeah, but. You know, as much as I love that game, and, you know, I will happily go back and play it again just for the sheer fun of it, because it's that good. Get the fuck out of here. But, like I was saying, there wasn't really much to do with that New Game Plus, and that's one of the things that I loved about this game, is that when I did that first BC run, I realized that it wasn't just like a New Game Plus feature. Yes, I carried forward the abilities that I had unlocked and everything, and the weapons I had unlocked, but there was more to unlock. Like, so when you first play through the game, you can unlock, you know, blueprints for weapons or abilities A through R, and or say A through F. Significantly more than that, but and then you know when you do 1BC, it's G through R and so on and so forth. But like, it says every single time you play, you know, or every single time you beat the game, when you rate that difficulty, it does unlock more things for you to unlock. And there's up to 7, you know, there's up to 7 cells that you can unlock. So this game does get significantly harder and does add significantly more to it every single time. And there's, like I said, there's more enemies. Enemies are in different places. Enemies are stronger. Like, you have to develop new techniques and improve and everything like that. So it's not just a mindless button masher. You know, it actually encourages you to learn and to, you know, improve and everything like that. Which is why I suck at it, because I suck at games, apparently. That's just what I'm gathering from my experience playing this. Alright, so I can either go to the prison depths, which sounds like a terrible idea, and go to the ossuary. Let's go to the ossuary. Why not? We can go to the ossuary. I think the ossuary is where you take damage as soon as you go into the darkness, if I remember right. So you have to keep lighting totems the whole way. Yep, you make either one of those. I'm bad at games also, so I know how it feels. Yeah, like, sorry, I was just thinking something a buddy of mine said. We were talking before about, like, how we are, like, we feel like we're good at games, but then it's as soon as we go online to play with other people, we realize how just absolutely terrible we are in real life. God, I'm still using my starter weapon, I just realized that! But, yeah, like, I absolutely love gaming. I've been a gamer since I was just a wee little chop. You know, my very first console was the Nintendo, the NES. It was the very first Nintendo. My brother actually got it when he was at college and brought it home for me to play, and actually ended up leaving it there with me. So, you know, my very first game was the OG Mario and Duck Hunt and, you know, those types of games. So I've been hooked. I've been playing, you know, video games since the OG Nintendo. And I was probably about 3, I think. But you know, I love all kinds of games and stuff like that too. But I didn't really get into, like, gaming as much until I played my first RPG. And that was when I really started to love video games just overall, and start to really appreciate them as like an art form, as a storytelling medium and everything. Like it was whoa, Dan, this is what I mean. Like, secret zone. Had no idea this was here. Oh, I gotta detach my head to get up here, don't I? Yep. Yes, you heard that right. I have to detach my head, is what I said. But, you know, the game that I remember that really blew me off my feet, or, you know, swept me off my feet, whatever the phrase expression is, was Final Fantasy II on Super Nintendo with Kain and Cecil and Rosa and Rydia and Edge, and, like, I still, to this day, remember all of the characters from there. Friggin' Tella, you know, you know, because I played that game so many times. And Yang too. I was trying to remember who the martial artist was. Yang. But that game just the depth of the storytelling, the character building, everything in there, like and just the fact that you could sit there and just play it for hours and hours and hours and still frick me, stupid crystal. Hurry up and die, please. There we go. Like I was saying though, you know, just every single little aspect of that game was just completely took me aback, and I felt like, you know, I would play it through once and then I would go back and play it again, you know, shortly thereafter, if not right after I finished. I would go and I would start the game over again, and every time I played it I would find, you know, something I missed or something new. And you know, I had friends who got into the game too, and we started talking about it at school, like, hey, did you know you could do this? No, really? I'm gonna try that next time I play through it and stuff like that. And I still remember the very first time, you know, if you haven't played Final Fantasy 2, there's a point where you lose one of your team members, and you know, it's a very harrowing, very, you know, selfless act that he does in the process of losing him. But there's actually a way to, what in the holy hell is that thing? That's a new enemy I haven't seen before. Thank you for dying quickly. What ends up happening is that later on down the line, if you do a lot of exploring, you can actually find him. You find out he didn't die from what happened, but he's like in a coma. So, like, they kind of hint that maybe there might actually be a way to wake him back up. And, you know, spoiler alert, there is. But, I mean, he doesn't, like, rejoin your team because, like, he took a hell of a beating in the process, and he's basically, you know, unable to really be a part of your team anymore after that. But you're still able to wake him up from the coma, and you do get something out of it. But, like, it's this whole side mission that I never knew was there for, like, the first 2 or 3 times I played through the game. I didn't even know that he was... like, that you could find him again, that he had actually survived this. You know, I mourned him. I was like, oh man, no, why'd you do it? You had so much to live for, you know, kind of thing, as a 10-year-old me would. But that thing has wings! Frick! But oh man. Just gonna let them do the job. But like, I remember, like, when I found that out, my friend told me, and I was like, what, wait, seriously? And I got so excited, I actually had already bypassed the part where you could, like, find him and everything like that. So I actually restarted the game. I was like 20 hours into it, and I completely started over just because I wanted to see this. I wanted to see that it was real, and that I could actually, like, save him. And sure enough, like, it turned out to be true. And I just remember, like, I remember how wowed I was by that, and it was really eye-opening to me that I was like, wow, they're, like, the amount of things that I apparently don't know about this game is more than that I do, and I've played through it how many times already. But yeah, you know, it's and that's what I love about RPGs is, like, I'll give you an example, like Final Fantasy VII, not the remake. Oh god, this thing's chasing me. He's got a jetpack? What the fuck? But like Vincent in Final Fantasy VII, like, he's a completely optional character. You don't even have to unlock him to beat the game. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to even interact with him. He doesn't even have to be a known entity to you whatsoever. You could go through the whole game not even knowing that he existed. You know, oh crap! No! Fuck. 77 cells down the shitter. But that's what I mean. Like, and in Final Fantasy 3 in the US, it's 6 in Japan. You know, like, I think it's Gao is his name. It's another character that you can unlock that just it has no standing on the game whatsoever. Go through the whole game. Don't have to unlock them. You just get more story and everything if you do. I can't believe that in all this I still haven't seen that stupid. You know what? I'm gonna be an asshole. I'm just gonna restart again because I want to see the rip. Yep. I want to get that bow, or not the bow. I want to get that whip so bad. Just so I can have one run with it. I don't care if it's even the starting weapon. I know it's not going to last long as far as how useful it'll be, but yeah, I'm going to be that dick. I'm going to be that asshole who just sits here and restarts until I get what I want. Yeah, I'm not going to keep doing it. I'll see what I get this round, and I'll just run with it. Crowbar. Oh my god, this is like the worst lot I've gotten so far. Well, might as well go with an elite weapon. But like, and that's what I love about like RPGs in general. Like, there's so much that you can do, and you just ow! Seriously, I just started. Oh my god, yep, the Assassin's Dagger is not well built for 2 PC run. But, like, I'm trying to remember what RPG it was I played not that long ago. Oh, Ni no Kuni 2. There's a whole, like, part of that game that, like, if you didn't dive deep into it, you wouldn't know, like, where it falls in the timeline, how it connects up to the first game and everything like that. You just know that it's later on. But there's actual references and pretty explicit references to things that happened in the first game, and kind of some, you know, after you find out kind of the ultimate fates of some of the characters from the first game that you never would have keyed in on if, you know, if you hadn't explored a little bit more. And it's you know, it's just a really cool Easter egg for the people that actually invested the time into not just the first game, but just trying to find every nook and cranny of that second one. I mean, the first Ni no Kuni kind of holds a special place in my heart just because I love, like, Studio Ghibli movies, and I love that kind of animation style, and the fact that there was a whole video game. Oh my god. These are terrible. The fact that there was a whole video game in that art style, and it wasn't just, like, a video game. Like, it was basically like a Studio Ghibli movie that you could play through. Just absolutely blew me away right off the jump. Fucking flaws. This is all I find in these stupid chests. But yeah, I got the platinum trophy in that, which means I did literally every challenge. I did everything that was possible to do in that game. I think my final clock time was 128 hours, something like that, to get everything, to do everything, to find all the familiars and max out their friendship lines and stuff like that. Like, it was, whoo boy, that was a grind. But, you know, after I was done, I was so, like, I guess proud is the word, but like I was just so invested in everything having to do with that game and that world and everything. And so, like, when Ni no Kuni 2 was announced, that was a day one buy for me, because I had to see what, you know, where the story was going to pick up. I wasn't expecting it to be so long after the first one that you wouldn't even interact with any of the characters again or anything like that. But God, it was just. But what I was going to go back and say is, I finished Ni no Kuni 2, and I did a lot of that backstory and stuff like that. Or I found all the backstory information, but I didn't platinum that one because I had already spent over 100 hours in that game, and I streamed my whole gameplay for it. It's not on. I don't think it's on Twitch anymore because I backed out of the affiliate program since then. But yeah, I mean, I platinum, or I didn't platinum that game just because there was still so much even left to do. Like, and the thing I loved about that game even was actually a throwback to what I believe is one of the most underappreciated and forgotten by a large amount of the gamer fan base that loved RPGs, and that's a franchise called Suikoden. Now, Suikoden, the reason that I have such a love for that game in particular, and that franchise, now I had talked about before, like, unlocking characters and such, and all that, but Suikoden took that whole aspect, that whole prospect, and absolutely cranked it up to 12. Not even 11, frickin' 12. So, I'll ask you this, Vati. Do you play RPGs? Or have you played RPGs before? I'm gonna die from this giant douche. What is that? Oh, it's a crossbow. Let's take that over this crossbow. I haven't really. Okay. So, I mean, just you know, from what you've seen of RPGs, from what you know about the different types and stuff like that, how many playable characters do you think there are? How many characters do you think are, you know, unlockable that you can interact with and stuff like that? That like can join your party and have a storyline behind them and all that kind of stuff. Probably a lot. So I'd say on average, like for an RPG game that I play, would really depend on the game, right? So I'd say on average, I'd say probably 7 or 8 like characters that you would regularly interact with that are part of your party, and that are key to the story and that like have their own backstories and such. Suikoden, PS1 era game, had 108 characters for you to unlock and interact with that could join up with you. All of them had backstories. All of them had character profiles. All of them would actually bring something to the game, bring something to your party. And it wasn't just that either. Like, so one of the things I loved about the Suikoden game was about Suikoden as a franchise was the fact that you played the part of the son of a great military leader, and what's significant about that is in the storyline you actually end up becoming part of a rebel faction because you find out what this monarchy is actually taking part in and what they're doing, and you know you can't stand for it. You're the hero of the story. You know you gotta fight for what's right and do it and stand up for justice and all this. Now, as part of that, you start to build your own rebel army. You get a castle as your base of operations. But like when you move into this castle, it's like just dilapidated and beat to hell. Like there's barely anything that you can do in it really. There's like one room where like you have meetings like with your keyboard members kind of thing and everything like that. So as you recruit more and more people in the game, and recruiting isn't just as simple as, hey, hi, you want to come work for us? Hey, great, yeah, head to the castle, it's over there. Like there were actual like criteria you had to meet. There were like, you know, there was for example, there's a family of blacksmiths, or not a family, but there's a group of blacksmiths that you can unlock that help level up your weapons and improve the armor of your army and stuff like that. But you couldn't just, you know, go to the best blacksmith, for example, and all of a sudden be like, hey, why don't you come join me? It wouldn't go. First, you have to get the shitty blacksmith. You know, the guy who can barely like make the dinkiest, crappiest knife in the world, and get him to join you. And then you end up interacting with their teacher, who you have to, for example, level up that blacksmith enough to where he can go talk to his teacher and be like, hey, look, I've improved. I'm better now. And then they're like, hey, you really have improved. I can look at you as a peer now. Oh, you're serving with the army. Yeah, I don't really agree with what's going on. Why don't I join you? And then they will bring their skills and you'll be able to level up higher and whatnot. But like, there's just these whole story paths and stuff that you would have to follow through. But as you recruited more people, like I said, like the new teacher, the new blacksmith, for example, would make it so that you could get better gear and level up your gear. But not only that, but the castle would actually get bigger and look nicer, and you could personalize things in it. Like, you can actually get somebody who basically gives you the ability to add different decorations to different parts of the castle, and it was just... It was extremely involved. And like I said, this is a PS1 era game. And to be quite honest with you, I have yet, in the last 3 generations of consoles, to see another game that went to the level and the depths and did everything that Ni no Kuni brought to the table, or that Suikoden brought to the table before Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni 2 actually had where you recruit people and build your kingdom and personalize it and build and everything. Only platform I actually remember playing was an RPG, but I've been in streams that have played them. Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't a platformer, it was like a turn-based combat thing. But, like, God, I just... Like, if I could play Suikoden again, right now, I'd do it. In a freaking heartbeat, I would do it. It's still, to me, one of the greatest games ever made, period. Not just RPG, not one of the greatest RPGs, one of the greatest games. And I mean, the story is so good, and just everything that you can do in there is just absolutely amazing. I like I said, I would pick it up right now if it was available to play on PS4. Fortunately, the last time the game was released on a Sony console, on any console period, was on the Vita. Oh no, I take that back. It was on the PSP, but you could play it on the Vita. So, fortunately, there isn't a way for me to play that game right now. And I don't have the disc, so I can't just pop it into a PS1 and get an adapter and all that fun stuff. Please give me this freaking... Oh my god, why? I'm just gonna keep... Okay, seriously, this is... Oh, you can only do it twice? Dumb. But yeah, I would love to play Suikoden again. And they made, I think, 5 Suikoden games, but it only went up to the PS2. And the thing is too, like Konami made it. Konami made this game, which Konami is not a company that you would typically think of as an RPG company. But the thing was that they started outsourcing as soon as it went to the PS2 era. They started outsourcing the development of the Suikoden games to other companies and stuff like that. Like, it was still published by Konami, but it wasn't developed in-house anymore. And you could totally tell. Like, as soon as you started playing it, you could totally tell it wasn't about it wasn't about the meeting people and building up your army anymore and stuff like that. It was just a dramatically different experience. Which, I'm not against a different experience, honestly. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, this is different, I don't like it. Me Hulk mad kind of thing. No. I mean, Ni no Kuni 2, its battle system was completely different than Ni no Kuni 1's. And I'm not taking anything away from that. Again, still a fantastic experience, a fantastic game. But, when you take a game that the core of is one thing and you completely flip it on its head and just instead of innovating, you're like trimming down, like you're taking things away just for the sake of making it a lighter experience. You're taking away from what the fan base has really enjoyed and loved about that type of game, and it's it just ruins the entire experience. And like I said, I was really bummed when I played Suikoden 3 on PS2 or on PS2. Like when I heard it was coming out, I was just salivating. Like I couldn't afford to buy it, so like as soon as a store, like I was calling after it came out, I was like calling the rental stores in my area, like a few times a week, being like, "Do you guys have it yet? Do you guys?" And I'm sure they were all just like, But literally, as soon as one of them got it in, they actually put it aside for me because they knew I was going to be calling. And I thought that was really cool. You know, I was the giddy kid that was like, I really want to play this new game that I love. And then I played it, and it was one of those things where it's like, I've waited so long for this. I kind of thought to myself, maybe I don't like it just because I built it up so much in my head. You know, that it's not going to be able to live up to what I thought it would be. But, even in retrospect, now, I can plainly see and tell that it just wasn't the same type of game, and it wasn't that same experience that I had absolutely loved from the first two games. And it bummed me out, and I actually didn't even play 4 or 5 because I had seen that it was again made by the same same type of production company that made that made 3, and I was just like, I couldn't stand the freaking last one you guys made, so why the hell would I bother? Why would I bother playing this one? Guys, can you just fuck off for a second? Seriously. Is there any reason for me to stick around here? There's no more scrolls. I don't want the kunai. Nope. Let's go to the morass of the banished. Hooray! I beat the second level finally. I'm improving apparently. I keep feeling like I have to sneeze. I really don't want to. That is a colorless, but that's so much money. Let's do combo. Please say that this thing. Oh my god, I'm just gonna chug. Alright, I only have 1 charge left for healing myself. But, God, I'm trying to think of, like, other RPGs that really, like, influenced me. Final Fantasy VII, of course. You hear that from pretty much everybody, is that Final Fantasy VII is, like, the game. Oh my god, I forgot about the giant tick. Frick! Nope. I might be fucked. I'm definitely screwed. Ah! God, I hate this thing. I hate this thing on a zero run! Oh, you are just the biggest ass ever. Why don't you chill out? Oh god, I'm dead. Yep. I can never beat that. I have trouble beating that thing on a 0 CP run, honestly, because it's so freaking resilient. You can't stun it. Like, you saw me freeze it. Well, it only froze for like half a second. And I did not, like, the big thing with that one is you need a weapon that lets you attack fast. And that broadsword I had ain't gonna cut it. Torch, sword. We'll go with the Valmont whip, even though I hate that thing. Oh my god, seriously. Let's see if I can get a 2-minute round out of this one. I don't think I'm gonna get the 30 kills, so see how far I can get in. Oh, apparently I can finish it in under 30 or in under a minute if I want to. Ah, what the hell? Let's go with no upgrades on a 2 CP run. See how we do. Oh god, this is not gonna go well. Please give me a good weapon. Well, we'll take explosive crossbow. God, what's another RPG that just really kind of wowed me? I guess, like, just a game in general that... Oh, I gotta pick my upgrade here. I mean, Destiny. Destiny is a game that is always going to have, like, a really... I keep feeling like I'm going to sneeze and it's not happening. It's driving me crazy. But, like I was saying, Destiny... I like looter shooters in general. I love Borderlands. Borderlands is definitely a game that kind of blew me away. I didn't have a lot of high expectations of, but like playing it just absolutely like I'm gonna freaking rogue already. For the healing. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because I was like, oh, I just got royally boned off that one. I hate these little mushroom guys. Please, for the love of God. Dude, I feel like you're just trolling me now. There it is! And I have, like, no health. Alright, let's see what damage I can do with this sucker. Oh, God! Whip and I die immediately afterwards. FML. Oh, that hurts so damn much. I can't believe I finally got the friggin' weapon I wanted. I spent money to get it even. And I died immediately after I got it. Let's scale this back to a 1 CP. I feel like, oh god, I can't anymore. Can I have to restart? Let's scale this back to a 1 CP. I was dumb jumping from a 0 to a 2 after I haven't played this in over a month. Oh, that's right. I want to put on my ninja garb too. Let's see, Hand of the King, Loyal Hand, Giant Tick. Where is it? Ninja! But yeah, Destiny, I... Like, a good chunk of the people that I, like, still game with to this day are people that I met, by playing Destiny and like going on Reddit and doing the Find a Guardian thing back then, and I actually ended up becoming a fun fact. I actually ended up becoming a Sherpa on Destiny during Destiny 1 because I got so proficient running the raids and everything like that. I loved playing it. I would play that game every single damn day as long as I could stomach doing it. Like even when like a lot of the fan base kind of fell away in that game, I still kept playing it, and like I ground that game out to where like I had done everything in it. With one caveat, and this still sticks in my craw to this day. I have done everything you can do in Destiny 1, but one thing. I have not gotten the Flawless Raider trophy because it is the most ridiculous thing ever. So Flawless Raider is where you have to go through an entire raid on Destiny. The entire raid. Beginning, middle, and end. You can't join a checkpoint. Nothing. It has to be one solid run where no one in your party ever dies. That is redonkulous. And I know people have done it. I know a lot of people have done it. I was just never fortunate enough to do it. And it, like I said, it kind of sticks in my craw a little bit, but that is the one thing I never managed to do in Destiny 1, and I don't honestly think I could even go back and do it now. Like Destiny, I've played so much Destiny 2 that, and it plays so much differently. The powers work differently. Like just everything about it is really kind of a different beast at this point. That I don't think I could actually get through it. Like I don't think I could. I don't even remember a lot of the mechanics for these raids. I used to have everything memorized. Ah, you son of a. I hate invisible enemies in any game, in every game that they're in. I hate invisible enemies. It is the cheapest programming tactic ever. Rant over. But yeah, like I remember the loot cave from Destiny 1. I fully admit to taking part in that. I've never done any of like the really cheap stuff that's come out of Destiny 2 for loot grinding. Case in point would be the I'm trying to remember what it's called. The like there was a big thing where they actually banned a bunch of accounts that were doing this. Forge AFK. So if you haven't played Destiny 2, there's this thing called the Forges, and what those are, they're places where you can go, and it's basically like a big arena setting. Oh, speaking of arenas, I love Ratchet and Clank games. I'll talk about that in a minute. But basically, what the Forges are is where you can purchase a quest that once you complete the criteria on it, you can go to these forges, and if you're able to defeat the forge, what'll happen is you'll get this weapon, and you actually have a chance to get even more drop than what you were actually going for, depending on how well you do, how fast you beat it, yada yada yada. But you know, part of that is where, you know, Bungie had it where, you know, they didn't want people to sour on the forges because they can't, you know, some of them are kind of a pain in the ass. But, so what they did was they had it where you would all, like, regardless of whether or not you completed the forge, you would still get some kind of reward. And I mean, you can get, like, even exotic drops from that. So what people were doing was they were doing what was called AFK forging. So they would go into the forge. They would queue up in parties of two or three. Just Phillips. Jess, I am actually multi-streaming on Trovo, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Periscope. I think is the other one I'm doing right now. But, yeah, so, just lost my train of thought again. God, I suck. What was I talking about? Oh my god, why did I just lose my train of thought there? Oh, the AFK. So you're not crazy then? I don't know. I'm absolutely batshit out of my mind crazy 10 ways from Sunday and 20 kinds underneath. But, you know, in this specific instance, no, I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested. Ah! Freaking hate these shroom guys. But, yeah, so what people were doing was they were doing this AFK forging, but they weren't always doing it in like a group or anything like that with the sole purpose. A lot of them were just solo queuing, and the game would just automatically pair you up. Have you tried this game in Twitch mode before? I don't believe that actually works on the PS4 version. I was under the impression that only worked if you were playing on PC. wish it would. Like, it took Borderlands months to get the Twitch thing working if you were streaming through OBS through the console, and even now I think if I remember right, I still heard they had issues with it. Yeah, so when people were solo queuing or dual queuing for that, they would end up just basically screwing over the the people that they would end up getting queued up with, because they weren't actually even playing. They were just sitting there and letting the game queue them up. They would lose, before they would get kicked for inactivity. And then they would just get re-queued up again with another poor solo player, and it was a bad situation all around. And yeah, I don't support like that kind of like broken system that actually like exploits other players or anything like that. Can't get behind that at all. But that, like, what I was originally talking about with the loot cave in D1, that was a fun time, because you could run into, you could have like 10 people all shooting at this loot cave. It was just funny because it's just an absolute firefight going on with these just endlessly spawning. I think they were hives, if I remember it. These endlessly spawning acolytes and thrall. It was just so freaking funny because you would walk in there and the game would eventually like almost lag out because there would be so much loot in there for you to go pick up that when you would actually go pick it up, it was just an endless stream of this ladder of loot climbing up until your inventory was full and the rest of it would get sent back to the postmaster. Hopefully it would get sent back to the postmaster because that was always an issue too back then. Oh god. Ooh, I almost did something stupid. Rolling through. Ah! Okay, we're not gonna hot dog. We're not gonna hot dog. We're not gonna be that stupid. Yeah, there hasn't really been like a loot cave scenario in Destiny 2 that I can recall. But then again, I walked away from the game for a while myself. So. Oh, you ah! Oh, you giant knob! Oh, I hate you so much, you stupid mushroom cat. Oh, I hate this level so much. Did that thing just say YOLO? That freaking mushroom that got hurled by the big mushroom just said YOLO. That hurts me on a friggin' molecular level. Ooh. Ah! Oh god. Yeah. I can't handle this place anymore. Probably won't be. I'm gonna go do my thing, leave a lurk here. Probably won't be back in chat before you end. That's fine, man. I appreciate you stopping by, though, Vati. You have a great rest of your night. I don't want to invest in some of this stuff. Let's go combo. To be transferred to the depths means you weren't coming back. All you could really hope for was that. Whatever the hell else that said. Oh, let's be ballsy. Why not? Ooh, rapier. You've outraged the gods. Big shock. Get rid of the pyrotechnics. Switch that. Actually, not until after don't want to have a distance weapon here. Whoa! Hey, 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 hey! Settle down there, Sonny Jim. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No, 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 Mr. Kunai. That's okay. You just keep to yourself there, okay? Alright, 2 left. 2 left. 1 left. 1 left. Yay! Okay, now I can switch. Oh no, the friggin' invisible Pope is here. Ah! No, 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 bust up, guy! Fuck you! No, 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 no! It's colorless, but it's a shit boat. I hate these freaking gimmicky characters, oh my god. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ah! No, no, no! Running away, running away, running for my life, jumping for my life, getting away. Fuck you, Kunai guy. Ah! Get away, get away, get away, hey, hey. Oh, that's right, this is the cells that I can pillage from it. Scheiße! Jesus! I'm gonna die here. Maybe not. I feel like I should have like seen everything by now. I should have gotten the explorers notification. I hate that these little guys don't count towards the kill count. I mean, I know you could spam it, then just to get your bonus, but it kind of bugs me. Oh god! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hey, 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 settle down. No! So like I said earlier, like I can have a level 1 thing here pretty one boss cell run, without much issue. Man, that 2B these here? Weird. Ooh! Oh, my shoulder. So this, oh man, I don't know if I want to, I don't know if I'll level that up. I'll level this up. Ooh. Alright, what should I pick for my third? Dual wound. Mold everywhere, spores floating in fetid air. A perfectly welcoming ecosystem. Holy shit, sir. Nope. Oh, you fucking tentacle bitch! Such a genius. Do they need to fix that? I hope to God they patch that in the friggin' update of Plenty. Like, the tentacles shouldn't be able to just, like, pop up without any notification or anything like that. That drives me freaking crazy. Like, I saw that, so I knew it was in the area, but, like, in the... Like, it showed up... Like, there, the exclamation point thing. Like, that doesn't pop up the first time it comes out of the ground. Son of a goddamn... Ah! I'm not doing well with this. Ooh, no, go back, go back, go back, go back! Tempting, but no. Oh god. Evil fighters. Whoa, wait, grab that. Thank you. Going down. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Nope. Oh, shite. Thought I'd right fuck that one up. Oh, you son of a bitch! Come on, pop up. Pop up, you giant son of a bitch. Ah! I freaking hate this song. Ah! No! really sad how long it took me to remember that I could heal myself. Whew, there's a lot of this place I haven't explored yet.